Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
If using a data model connected to a large relational database as its data source, you may find that you are using the same fields in multiple related tables as the source of information for your workbook's pivot tables and pivot charts. It can sometimes be difficult to remember which columns you need to use within which tables in the relational database when constructing these pivot tables and pivot charts. In order to help users access a more manageable data set of only the columns they need to use, you can create a perspective in the Powerpivot data model. A perspective, like a view in traditional relational database terminology, is a definition of which columns from which tables should appear within a single view of the data source. A perspective does not exist in the same way traditional database-based tables do. Instead, a perspective is temporarily created to provide access to only the columns of data you select from the base tables within a single view of the data. Creating a perspective can result in less scrolling and hunting through the columns of data you need to use within large tables in a data model. To create a perspective of your data in the data model window of Powerpivot, click the Create and Manage button that appears within the Perspectives button group on the Advanced tab of the ribbon in the Powerpivot for Excel data model window. If you don't see the Advanced tab in the data model window, then you may be running Powerpivot in normal mode. You can switch to Advanced mode and thus display the Advanced tab in the ribbon by clicking the File tab in the ribbon of the data model window and then selecting the Switch to Advanced Mode command from the menu that appears. Within the Perspectives dialog box that then opens, the tables in the data model appear in an expandable and collapsible list at the left side of the dialog box. Click the plus sign next to the names of any tables that contain the columns to add to the perspective to view their column names. To then create a new perspective, click the New Perspective button at the top of the dialog box. Then type a name for the new perspective into the top of the column that appears. Underneath the column name, click the checkbox that appears to the right of any column to add to the perspective from the tables in the data model. After adding the columns to the perspective, click the OK button to finish. To then filter the view of the data model to show only the perspectives selected tables and columns, click the Select drop-down button in the Perspectives button group on the Advanced tab of the ribbon. Then select the name of the perspective from the drop-down menu that appears. Doing this then filters the tables in the data model to only show the selected columns from the selected tables. To view all the data in the data model again, click the Select drop-down button in the Perspectives button group on the Advanced tab of the ribbon. Then select the default choice from the drop-down menu that appears to view all the data in the data model again. You can also edit and delete perspectives you have created. Once again, open the Perspectives dialog box by clicking the Create and Manage button in the Perspectives button group on the Advanced tab of the ribbon. Then edit the definitions of the perspectives by simply checking or unchecking the checkboxes in the Perspectives column. To delete a perspective, hold your mouse pointer over the perspective definition to delete. 3 buttons then appear at the top of the selected perspective definition. You can click the leftmost of the 3 buttons to delete the selected perspective. Then click the OK button when you finish managing your perspectives.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.